Hi everybody, welcome to my third video for this evening. This is the other criminal video. This one is kind of an update on a couple of the other videos that I did. One of them was called Allergic Death Row Inmate. The other one was ACLU throws a fit or something like that. It was something to do with the ACLU. Well, it's about that dude. Let's just say, and this is how I feel about it, and I mentioned this in the video where I was talking about Gary Ganfer, and like I said before, I applaud Gary for manning up and taking responsibility for his actions and what he was involved with. Now, and like I also mentioned, his first case ended in a mistrial because of what the judge did. Now, and this is something I want to say in relation to that, and it's got a lot to do with this, what I'm going to talk about here. My opinion is unless something like what happened in Gary Ganfer's case happened, where the judge basically said some stuff to the victim's family that he should not have said, or like there was like jury tampering or something of that nature, if there was, ideally, if the system works like it's supposed to without any of that, and you have your day in court and they basically chuck the book at your butt, be responsible and take, accountability for your actions. That's like one thing that drives me crazy, because I know there are some people around, that I know that I would love to see them do it finally. Take responsibility for their actions. This guy that I'm going to talk about here falls in that group. I don't know him personally, mind you, but I really wish he would just go on and man up and say, okay, I did it, and he's wanting to drag butt. Seriously. My opinion is, as far as like death row people go, instead of clogging up the systems with appeal after appeal after appeal after appeal, and dragging out for years and years and years because they don't want to take responsibility for the fact that they were tried and convicted by a jury of their peers, and those jurors decided this person needed to pay the ultimate price for their misbehavior, the person's misbehavior, with the death penalty. I think what should happen is they should get two appeals, period. And, once they use up the two appeals, sorry, unless they can prove, like jury tampering or, some other, like, extreme circumstance, like, DNA testing that proves that they were innocent or some business like that, they only get two. Otherwise, their butts are riding the lightning. That's how I feel. Well, that's the Kentuckian in me, Last I checked, you get to ride the lightning in Kentucky unless we've went to lethal injection, too. It's like putting an old dog to sleep, basically. I'm like, why do lethal injection? That's humane. My foot. If it was humane, why are you doing it? Why don't you just put them in the gas chamber? That would solve a lot of the problem. Let them suffer like their victims suffer. Granted, I may sound like a heartless heathen, but, seriously, you think about that, death penalty and humane treatment, like one of my friends or subs on here said, that's like an oxymoron. I agree. I really do. But here's the article, and like I should have mentioned in the last criminal video, I'm reading this verbatim off of the page. This one's not from the Kentucky Post. This one's actually from WCPO.com. It's Channel 9 out of Cincinnati, Ohio. And this is also from the AP. Here's what the article says. Court rejects appeals by Ohio death row inmate. And it's out of Columbus, Ohio. A federal court has rejected appeals by an Ohio inmate scheduled to be executed Tuesday for raping and strangling a 16-year-old girl. Lower courts rejected Darrell Durr's last-minute legal challenges last week. The 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Cincinnati affirmed those rulings Monday, including one in which his attorneys had argued Durr could be violently allergic to the anesthetic Ohio uses to put inmates to death. Please. Also, Monday, the 46-year-old Durr was transferred from a state prison in Youngstown to the Southern Ohio Correctional Facility in Lucasville, where it is the home of the state's death chamber. Durr was convicted of kidnapping Angel Vincent from her northern Ohio home in 1988. Her body was found in a park months later. And just as a side note, in relation to the girl, I think I might have said 1998. It was actually 1988, and I just wanted to do a little update on that too. But seriously though, I really do believe that, you know, this Durr fella needs to get over himself and, you know, take it like a man. Because from the pictures, looking at this guy, I mean, seriously, he's got this look on him like he doesn't want to be responsible for anything. I mean, he does. He just looks like he doesn't want to admit, you know, hey, I committed a crime. I was tried and convicted. I had my day in court, had a fair trial, and the jurors or judge or whoever sat on the case chucked the book at me, and I need to be a man about it, and this is, you know, I need to take my punishment like a man. I mean, seriously, from the look of this guy, he doesn't look like he wants to man up and take responsibility for his actions and everything. I mean, it just gets me. I mean, I'm like looking at this guy thinking, what is so horrendously wrong with you that you're being a wuss, in my opinion? You know, but anyway, I just wanted to do this quick update about, you know, Daryl Durr here. You know, I want to look at him and go, well, Durr. And it's D-E-R-R, not D-U-R-R like his last name's spelled. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to pause here for this evening, and I hope you have a good night. Bye.